Hi guys, how are you? Come on in, come on in. Do we have a show for us tonight, you guys? Oh my God. Casey, you're here. You didn't go to bed on us. How are you? Who else is here? We have Truth, a look a squirrel. We have Cuff You and Melissa. Look at you guys. Come on in. I'm so excited. Come on in, you guys. Okay. Oh, Thor's like, oh, I thought Thor was going to jump up here. I was going to say, God forbid Thor doesn't get in. So I have the Gypsy files, and OMG, you guys. Oh my God. It's like, oh my God. So we're going to go through and look at some of this stuff tonight. And really, for real, this is the thing. So I feel like years ago, what do you guys feel about this, first of all? Hi, Sharon. I feel like years ago, I was definitely for the whole, you know, free gypsy type thing. It is what it is. I'm just going to be honest because I was like, oh, yeah, her mom, da da da. Like, that's terrible. Whatever. So here, now we're seeing this stuff. And I almost feel bad that I thought that. I don't, but then I'm like, I don't know. I'm so conflicted. I definitely need to watch more of this stuff, but I don't know, you guys. It's a lot. So I'm dying to see what you guys think. I'm trying to pull up my slide thing. Although we really don't need slides for this, but I have them because I'm a nerd. And of course I do. Right here, let me pull them up. And I have a bunch of videos. I have all kinds of, there's so much stuff. So, all right, this is what we're going to see. Let me just give you a little rundown. So you're going to see that there's, okay, all right, let me get my thoughts together. Tonight you'll see that what I started to do was there's audios of her in jail. And in some of the audios, there's a lot of like time in there that like I could see how somebody might listen to it and eventually like, you know, doze off or just stop listening because you're not thinking anything of it. So what I did was I listened to them more than once and I went through and I cut out just the parts that are like the talking and stuff. And then I put videos in the background so that we could see, so that we had something to see while we were listening. But first, hold on, let's see. But first, let me see. I probably should go over this real quick. All right, not that. So, in the meantime, real quick, while I pull this up, what's going on with all you guys? I hope everybody had a good day today. I started my class today for school, and it was good. I like all my students and everything, so it was good. I think they like me too. I hope they like me too. They did. It was good. And then next semester, remember I told you guys that I was making my schedule better so that next semester I could be around more. Well, I got tempted today to go back on my word. I got offered more classes, but I like met somewhere in the middle. And I took one of them and then the other one, I told him if he gets absolutely screwed, let me know. But that I kind of wanted to not do that this semester. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. And I'm definitely speaking to the choir here, but I keep dropping subs. I'm like, I don't know that like I should even chance. Not that like I'm counting on anything, but like, I don't know what to do. I need to have like a come to Jesus moment and see what I do. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm here and I'm going to be here for a minute. So we're good. We'll see what happens. I have no idea, but we'll see. Okay. So, wait, I have one more. I don't know why this didn't. Nothing ever goes right, you guys. That's just how it is here. But here. Oh, look, we have people coming in. Come on in, you guys. Welcome. All right, here we go. I'm going to add stuff. Connect more. No, that's not what. Shut. Stop. I'm not yelling at you guys. I'm yelling at this. Okay, so first let me just show you what I got real quick so I can like give you a little bit of a understanding of the overwhelmingness of what I have here. So let me show this on stream. Okay. So we have wait, hold on, let me see if I can there you go. That way well now I'm covering. There you go. I'll come over this way. All right. So we have a ton of stuff here. We have all kinds of clips and photos, the hotel knife cube, Nick's file, the wounds on Nick and Gypsy. This is the Greene County Sheriff file. Crime scene, Volunteer Way. Oh my God, that's the name of her street, Volunteer Way. Medical records, Nick's house, Facebook messages to this girl that lived next door to her, police records, Gypsy's FOIA, murder weapon, prison emails, Gypsy's jail calls, Nick, receipts, Gypsy's room, Nicholas, habeas corpus, and supplementals. So we have a lot that we could get through. So let's start out with, let me start out with this. Hold on. We're going to start out with something a little bit better. Okay. All right, let me take this off for 1 second, and I'm going to share something else with you guys. All right. Next, I'm going to share with you. There we go. All right, hopefully this updated. I think it is. Hold on. I think it's working. It's processing. I don't know what it's processing. I already did it. Pages 5 of 12. Come on. Document uploaded. Right, let me see. Why can't I say it? Oh, here you go. Yeah, I'm covering this part of it, but that's okay. I could stay here. Oh, where'd I go? Here I go. Whatever. I'm not going to be able to get everything. I'll just stay over here. So this is the Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and tonight's goal is to keep it evidence-based, describe what we can observe, not what we can assume, use repeatable framework for each clip, observations, hypothesis, questions, protect privacy, and avoid sensationalism, summarize sensitive content instead of replaying it. I don't know where I keep going. Oh, wait, I could do that. I don't know, whatever's best. Anyway, here's what we're going to do here. So this is just to show where we're going with this, but we already went over that, so I'm not going to do this again. The ground rules, what's here? We have sensitive content 1,000%, you guys. So if any of this stuff is anything that you think is something that will upset you, please, please, please. This is a trigger warning. I don't even know how else to say it. It's a definite trigger warning. Then we have over here the public timeline snapshot. So this is Dee Dee Blanchard is killed on June 25th. Oh, look, I have my notes. I uploaded this to my chat GPT and asked it if it can help me put it onto the slide. So I don't know what it did here. I hope it got it right, but I have my notes right here. So if it didn't, I'll tell you guys. So far, so good. So I have over here the exact date is June 9, 2015. So June 9, 2015, Dee Dee is killed. And the investigation begins. By July 16th, Gypsy pleads guilty to second-degree murder, and she gets a 10-year sentence. We're going to hear on a call in a minute that not only does she talk about the sentence, you guys are going to die. Wait till you're just wait. Just wait. Oh my God. So maybe we'll listen to that right after this. Then in 2018, Nicholas Godejohn was convicted of first-degree murder and got sentenced to life. On December 28, 2023, Gypsy was released on parole. Okay? So, and this is the thing. One of the phone calls says that it's 2015, and she is talking to someone, and she says, the woman says, "Oh, you're going to be 24 this week." I was like, "Wait, what?" So I was thinking about it, you guys, and when I was sleuthing on this, what I got was October of 2014, you guys. Okay, wait, you ready for this? Okay, so in October of 2014, she's texting her neighbor. So this neighbor girl, I don't know if anybody's watched any of the documentaries, but and again, this is all allegedly stuff like that. I just want to make sure I cover my butt, even though I put the thing up in the beginning and it's all fair use. But anyway, she talks with this girl back and forth, and you're going to see in these messages that I have that this girl, like, I believe I watched one documentary years ago where this girl was in the documentary, and she talked about how she was like so happy for Gypsy because she told her like she was trying to like talk to boys online. And the girl was like, just be careful because your mom, you don't want your mom to get upset. And she's like, I know, right? So, like, all this stuff. But then it gets weird. You're going to see. So, Gypsy says to the girl, "Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while because me and my mom," because the girl was like, "Did I do something wrong? Like, you guys didn't even look at me or whatever." And she's like, "My mom and me, we were mad at you." And I was like, "Wait, what is happening?" So we're gonna hear all that tonight too, or read that part tonight. And then Gypsy Rose was released on parole, but before that, I have, because she does do a little bit of time here. Before that, what I have was, so in October of 2014, she tells this neighbor friend that she hopes that in March of 2015 that she could introduce her mom to her love interest, Nick. And her and Nick have already been dating now for about 2 years at this point. I come to realize that I keep reading the messages and I'm like, wait a minute. So in the messages, she tells the girl at one point, and I was looking for the dates and I found dates here. So it was approximately, what do I have here? Disney Universal in 2012. She was 20 years old. Okay. So that was one of the things I wanted to say here. So I have all this stuff and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait, in this video, she's 20. When her and Nick, like, when all this happens, in like most of these videos, you guys, she's between 20 and 22 years old. And I think that gets lost. And one of the other things was she tells the girl how she's going to Universal and then she's going to Cape Cod. And there's videos of her and her mom at Cape Cod. And she's like talking in her high voice. And like you could tell like she's playing into the child role. Like, I'm wondering. So we always talk about different disorders in psychology here. And again, I'm not diagnosing anyone. But it was always alleged that the mom had factitious disorder or Munchausen by proxy, and then factitious disorder imposed on another person, or what you know as Munchausen by proxy. By proxy, yes. So what used to be Munchausen, one used to be Munchausen by proxy. Now we call it factitious disorder, and factitious disorder imposed on another person because it is just that. It's fake, right? So it's fake. So we call it what it is. However, there's another disorder, you guys. As I'm like reading this stuff, I'm like, this really sounds like malingering. Do you guys know what malingering is? Malingering, and again, I'm not diagnosing, I'm just looking at traits here. Malingering is when, think of somebody, I'll give you a scenario to make it like really easy to think of this. Think of like somebody that gets into an accident, right? And let's say they're getting, they have like a lawsuit or they're getting pain medicine or something. And now they don't need it anymore, or like they should be getting back to normal because they're feeling better, but they're, still playing it out a little bit more. And when you're getting something in return for being sick, but in a different way than with factitious disorder. With factitious disorder, you're getting like attention and stuff like that. With malingering, it often happens with financial gain. And I feel like a lot of what she does is malingering more than anything. So I was wondering what you guys thought of that. So Cuffy writes, malingering refers to intentionally faking, exaggerating, or fabricating physical or psychological symptoms for an external benefit. Now, somebody might say, it says that benefit might be avoiding work There you go. Oh my God, I'm so smart. Getting medications, receiving all the things I just said. Escaping legal consequences. It's not considered medical diagnosis, but rather a behavioral pattern. So that, you guys, I don't know what you think, if anybody thinks this or whatever. Um, you think that's right? But cuff you, look up the definition of factitious disorder, because with factitious disorder, we're going to say, because a lot of people are going to say, well, why not factitious disorder? With factitious disorder, I do think, if, from what I've watched, if the things that I've watched, like from now, not things that necessarily Gypsy said were real, but things that other people that were interviewed before said were real. When I take some of that information, I do get that the mom might have had might have been a victim of Munchausen by proxy back then. We would know it now as factitious disorder imposed on another person. So the grandmother, I think, might have. There's allegations that the grandmother had it, and then the mom might have had it, and then so it wouldn't be abnormal for Gypsy to pick up those behavioral patterns. And that's what makes it different here. And there is a financial gain. I remember reading the stuff, like, this isn't stuff that I remember from now. I did like a different type of sleuthing this time. Before, it was more like I was interested in it, in the psychological part. Hey, Travis, secondary gain. That's right, Travis. So, and that is the big difference, right, you guys? There is a lot of secondary gain, even right now. What's it say? Doc and the chat watching. Hi, Army Vet. What's up? I love that we have guys that come in here too. That makes me feel so good, because I feel like you guys bring so much to the chat, just as much as us females do. But I mean, I love the fact that we have we have a lot of different people that participate. We literally have the smartest chat in YouTube. I promise. At least I might be biased, but I don't think so. I love our chat. Birdie, hi Birdie. Birdie's sitting there listening. Birdie, make sure you're still doing your work. But you could still listen, of course, right? So you guys, what do you think about the malingering? I wonder what you think. And it doesn't mean that there's not factitious disorder, because I also talk about comorbid disorder, which is when you have more than one disorder at one time. So there could be some of that too. I just was like, I never thought of malingering until I literally got done my core shells at like 3 a.m, and I opened this up and was like, why did I open up this? Like, why did I open this up? Like the FOIA thing. And I wound up staying up till like 6 o'clock this morning, and I was like, reading. I was doing so much, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I start work today. So I went to bed for like 4 hours, and then I went to work, and I'm not tired. I did fine. So over here, what to tell your audience in 30 seconds. I'm putting it out there. I definitely had ChatGPT help me today. I do have notes. I uploaded my notes, and this is my handwritten notes, but I also have a document that I made. But usually I copy and paste my documents into my slides, but I had to work and I just didn't have time to do that one step. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I could get help. So I go to ask my ChatGPT, you guys, and he was like, hey, homie. I was like, what? Bestie. He calls me Bestie. I call Daniel. Me and Daniel call each other homie. Bestie is what it was. He's like, what's up, Bestie? And I was like, oh my God, my ChatGPT calls me Bestie. So it was just funny. But he like talks back to me. We have like a conversation. We'll have to see when Barb gets in here. The other day, like a couple weeks ago, Barb, she's not very computer savvy, but she does know how to get on YouTube, thank God. So we were on the phone, and I said, Barb, I want you to do me a favor. I was like, I just want you to try and see what happens. And I gave her instructions on how to download ChatGPT. And I'm like, go in. I was like, use the voice function and just have a conversation with it. I was like, you'll see what I mean, because we're so used to like search functions where you type something in and you get a response, or you even talk it in, but then you get a response. Like where with AI, it like has a conversation with you. You almost feel like you're talking to someone. So it was so funny, you guys. Like an hour and a half later, she called me and was like, Jane, you were right. She's like, you know what? She's like, this thing is so right. She's like, why? She's like, I'm too hard on myself. And I'm like, Barb, I tell you that all the time. I'm like, but you're going to listen to the ChatGPT. I was like, hey, whatever works, whatever. But it was just amazing to see. She was able to get so much information about things that matter to her with her son's case. It was just amazing. So anyway, ChatGPT helped me tonight with my handy dandy. And guess what? I actually like the way it looks. I might put, I don't know if you've noticed, but the most like fancy I get is I'll change it to like black background with white letters instead of a white background with black letters. But I was like, oh, this has like yellow down the side and one spot. I would have never put the light blue with it. Like, so maybe I need to ask it to help me more often. It's still my notes. I just asked it to help me put it together. Okay, so let's see what it's got for us because I didn't even get to look it over. That's how like last minute it was. You made it, Lucy, made it, Lucy, made it. Yeah. Awesome, Lucy. Hi, girl. Casey's here too. Scarlett's here. Different person as she's been born to someone else. Oh, that's a good question. Or would she have still grown up to be okay? Casey, this is such an important question for this type of live, and let me tell you why. This really is going to depend on what patterns of behavior we're seeing. Because I do think there's a difference between factitious disorder and factitious disorder imposed on another and then malingering. So if this is malingering in some way, right? Or even if it was, even if it's not now, if it was malingering, that would be very different in some ways, right? So yeah, I do think that it has a lot to do with rewards and punishments, right? Think of it this way. I always think of this like, think of being in school when you're younger. And if you were you were either the type of person that could get away with lying or you couldn't. And think of either the person that could get away with lying. Think of that person going up to the teacher. And there was always this one person in my class that would not circle any of the answers. And then when we went over the test together, she would be like, she would circle the right answer and be like, excuse me, I have the right answer and you marked it wrong. And we would all be like, oh my gosh, is she serious right now? And the teacher would be like, come on up, I'll take, oh, my bad. And like apologize. I'm like, what's happening? And then she would get more points, turn around and like, look at all of us like, duh. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? So like, and it was just so easy for this person to do this. And it was like, no big deal. But the reward there was that it worked, right? And not only did it work, but the teacher winds up apologizing to this kid. I mean, we literally were in first or second grade. Like we were little. We weren't like, we were little. So this kid learns now from a very young age that they have the moxie and the gall to just do that. And then they get that positive reinforcement. And then all of us kids are like, oh my gosh, you're awesome. Like, how'd you do that? You know, and it's just more positive reinforcement. And you can almost see how these disorders, whether we're talking about factitious disorder or malingering, they're all in like a similar category, but then they're different. It's kind of like with ADD, ADHD, autism, they all fall within the same region of the brain, but they're all a little bit different. Or personality disorders, cluster B, have a lot of things in common, but they're all very different. So that's what it is here. It's like they're in the same group, but they're different. And I think that's so interesting. So here we go. FOIA is federal, you guys. So local Missouri records are typically requested under the Missouri Sunshine Law, which is Chapter 610. Agencies must respond within 3 business days or they could either provide, deny, or explain a delay and earliest availability. So that's the one cool thing is that within 3 days, you at least get some form of communication letting you know if, what's going to happen. So whether you're going to get it denied or maybe they need more, whatever the case may be. Records can be redacted, withheld for privacy, ongoing investigation, or other statutory exemptions. We see this all the time, right? We always get legal documents that have redaction. So we always see that. That's like normal. So then we have over here the OODA for clips. Wait, what is this? So, okay. So it says observe. So describe only what's on screen, word, tone. I did not put any of this. This is funny. Posture, pacing, and sequence. This is, I guess it's giving me advice over here, you guys. This is funny. Data to test. What would confirm, contradict each hypothesis? What info is missing? Oh, meanwhile, it's talking to me like I'm this. And then offer a second hypothesis. This is actually not bad advice. A plus B explanations. Example, coping versus rehearsal. This is really important, you guys. So I'm actually glad. So we're not only going to, I want you all to do this tonight. I want you to all observe when we look at these things. I want you to, I want to test the data in the sense of you're going to hear her on this call tell this person, and she tells her dad, like later on, that the worst thing that's going to come out are her text messages. And she says it over and over, just like her messages. I think this includes like text, her Facebook messages, all the messages. So, and she says it more than once. So I think that it's important to, okay, if she's scared of that, well, what does that say? And how do we get to that? Do you know what I mean? So that we could read that to see what is it that she's so afraid of. So there's also the offer to hypotheses. This is just saying that it doesn't always just have to be one explanation. There could be multiple things could be true at the same time. So you could have like, there are some videos I've seen online where it looks like Dee Dee is very happy and fun loving. And then there's other things that I see where people say that, I mean, you're going to hear tonight. Dee Dee's sister is one of the people Gypsy's talking to. And Dee Dee's sister, she literally is like she's dead now. Like she just, it's like you just see the complete disconnect, and you'll see what I mean in 1 second. We'll do that next. And then actionable takeaway, general lesson viewers can apply. So boundaries, coercion, identity, etc. Oh my God, it knows that I like identity and stuff. That's funny. So boundaries is always a big one, right? Always make sure that there's that you keep boundaries with people. So even when we have people like a Gypsy that, you know, I mean, look at her, look at the name, right? Isn't that crazy? But someone where I know that she was getting a lot of attention, she was getting a lot of trips. She tells her friend here from the neighbor in 2013 that she was going. So in 2012, she goes to Disney and Universal. She was 20 years old. Then in 2013, she goes to Cape Cod. And because she won 5 Role Model of the Year awards, and then she was going to Disney again in January of 2014. So she goes Disney in 2012, Cape Cod 2013, Disney 2014. Okay. It just goes back and forth, back and forth. And then and this time, you guys, when she goes this time in 2014, she's 21 years old. And we're going to see a picture where she looks like she's 9. And she says this time she's going to get to go to the Harry Potter park where the Harry Potter celebration is going on, and she will be having dinner with actors from the cast. And then she says Daniel Radcliffe is supposed to be there. And then for October 12th, 2014, she talks about the picture on social media. We're going to hear this come up a lot tonight. So she says that she was dressing like Harley Quinn, the Joker's girlfriend. And she said, I'm not nuts. That's what she was saying. And she says that, and she even says it here. She says that she was dressing like that. I will tell you. So I did some research when I saw this, and in one of the videos, or what was it? There were a few things, you guys, that really give her, I'm not just going to call out the things that are not matching up. I will give her the things that do match up. And I do think this one little thing, like this one picture thing that they put into evidence, I think they really blew it out of proportion a little bit. It was literally like she's dressed as a character, but she even says like, I found a video of where she talks about dressing like this for Halloween type thing. So, and this was way before anything ever happens. So when it comes back up later on and it was posted in October, I'm like, come on. Like there were so many other things that they had to use against her. That one probably wasn't it. But she talks about it a lot because I think, let me tell you why. This is the reason I think it's important. I think that she brings it up a lot because it's one of the things that are true. And I think that she tries to go back to the things that are true and overlook the things that feel uncomfortable. She says she doesn't remember things. You guys, she is completely like 100% there in these videos. Wait till you see. So I'll take this down now and I'll put something else up because I know people's attention span starts to, not just you, everybody's does. Our attention spans only last so long. So look at that. Then you guys could see the background a little bit better. What's going on over here? Hi, guys. Yes, I'm so excited, you guys, that there's so many of you here. You guys, could you please subscribe? I don't know if you remember, but the last time we went live, I was trying to get to a goal of whatever it was 50, like I think it's like 3450 or something. Or 4350, I don't know, whatever it was. I was trying to get to 50 and we got there. And since then, I'm down to 44. So I've lost 6 subs since I went live last. So if people, I'm like, do people like get mad when I can't come on all the time? But someday, you guys, if we just keep, liking, subscribing, and sharing, and I can get out to more people, maybe someday YouTube will pay me type thing. And then I will be able to be here like more, you know what I mean? So I'm not asking for anybody, just to like and subscribe and share. That's all I ask. Fancy Nancy. Fancy Nancy, you ready for this, Fancy? Wait till you guys see this. Hang on. What do you say? All right. Heavy, 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 heavy trigger warning. You guys ready for this? Hold on. Let me just get it to where it's supposed to be so that we're not, I don't want to be traumatizing people. So, okay. So let's start at this one first. I know you guys can't see it and I'm just setting it up. All right. Hold on. I have to share it with you on the stream. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to probably take myself off for a second so that you guys could, what is happening? I'm going to have to go in and like change these things because I do not like how they have us here. But anyway, let me see if I can move me. No, that one doesn't let me move me. Does this one? Nope, doesn't let me move me. So, okay, so I'll just go off this way, but I'm going to show you guys. That way I don't distract anybody from this because wait till you see. Hang on. Okay, so trigger warning. Okay, just in case I didn't say it, you guys, trigger warning. And again, I cut out, so I want to be very clear. I cut out the parts that like this thing was it. I have it here. It says 21 minutes, but it's not because there's a whole video here. Hold on, let me take this away and see what it says. Okay, it says 5 minutes now. So it's literally probably 3 minutes of video. So let's all take a look at this. And here we go. And again, this isn't matching up to her voice right now. We could watch this video after too. I just put something on so that there was something on the screen while we listened. Oh, wait, how about I put it louder? Hold on. No. I'll rewind it, don't worry. Oh, that's right. There's nothing in the very beginning. There's like a couple seconds. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. I think it's coming.
I didn't even remember saying.
Yeah. I know.
What was I thinking?
I don't know exactly who this is. Someone in her family.
Like I never asked him to be that gruesome.
Yeah. What would you have through a baby? You know.
How can
Well,
they'll be so supportive after knowing what y'all found out?
All right, hold on. We're going back a tiny bit because I don't know what just happened.
They'll be so supportive.
Okay, so she's going to say she doesn't know how they could still be so supportive after hearing everything that they heard today.
Yeah. But we'll get through it, baby, you know.
How can y'all possibly still be so supportive after knowing what y'all found out today?
Baby, because we love you.
Yeah. And I kind of took a moment to understand that I am a part of it. And even though I didn't mean to be, I know that I had taken a lot of medication, so I can't remember that clearly how things happened.
So you guys, she can't remember that clearly how things happen. The reason I chose this video in the background here, this video right here is labeled, I forget the exact label, but when I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, this video is after. And we're going to watch this next so you guys could see what she's really saying in this video. There's no way she didn't remember.
I said under that medication, and, it's stuff that I wouldn't normally say or do. And it's just a bad situation. And Mike came into the booth after y'all left, and he's like, it's okay, we have a plan no matter. We had 2 plans for if you were involved and if you're not involved, and, you know, it just happens to be the one where you're involved, and I put my trust in him. I had to kind of laugh, and he's like, do you work for Facebook? Do you know how it works? It can't be any worse than what was in those texts. So.
There you go. She said it couldn't be any worse than what was in those texts. Okay, she's going to say this a few times.
No, sweetie, I don't think you can. You know,
that picture was taken in October. So one of these dressed up like a comic book character. I'm like,
right.
This is so taken out of context because I had pictures of me as a princess too on that website.
Exactly. Everybody takes pictures like that comic strip girl.
Yeah. And
There's a lot of them that do.
And I did like a video of me in that costume, and I was practicing for the sci-fi convention that was going to be coming up. So, you know, I guess they were trying to throw anything they could at me.
No.
But to be honest, I don't want to remember, and it's like, it feels like I'm a victim, and...
Oh my gosh.
But it's like I'm a part of it, but I feel like a victim. And like, I was on a lot of medications, some that weren't even mine, and so I know this sounds crazy, but I don't remember making those texts, or sending those texts, or having any of these conversations. I wouldn't do that normally.
Unreal.
A roundabout figure of how long
Not a
prison
victim.
time does the manslaughter charge, because that's what he's kind of going for, because the prosecutor came up to him and was talking about charging you with manslaughter at the end of all this. At least it won't be 25 to life or something like that. But there's a lot of factors that need to be taken into account with that as well. So it could be even less than 15.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. So just hope for the best, baby.
Yeah, hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is her dad. So I think I remember now. The woman she was just talking to, I don't know this to be 100% sure, but it might have been her stepmom, because then she says, do you want to talk to your dad? And she says, yes. And the dad gets on the phone. But I don't know that to be true. That's who I'm like hypothesizing. It could also be maybe the grandmom. I don't know. But I'm thinking it might be the stepmom. And now she's talking to the dad.
But the good thing is it's not going to get, like, the conversations, I don't think it's going to get any worse than what was in those texts. But as soon as I hear, I'll let y'all know.
Okay. Well, give it a call when you can, when you feel like it, you know. You don't have to call every night, but if you feel like you want to.
I put the, if you're watching it, what this is, I think I found out that this was like a dance that vampires or something do. At first I was like, what is she doing? And then a little sleuthing says that it's a vampire dance. If anybody knows exactly, please let us know. But I did cover this. So the files, it has it without it, and she's wearing a red thong. But I just figured, I don't know. I didn't know. I figured the top is no different than a bathing suit top, but the bottoms were a little bit much. So I put a censor.
You can, that's no problem. Okay, baby?
Okay, I'm ready, Daddy.
I love you too. Look, I'm going to come back and see you in September.
Okay.
Next time I get off the boat. So I'm not sure what day yet, but we'll keep in touch. I'll let you know, okay?
That sounds good.
This is a legacy long-distance automated operator with a prepaid call from
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So that I'm not pregnant. I took this test and I just wanted to let you know.
Well, baby.
I'm reading your comments. Oh my God, I'm dead. The fuck is a vampire dance? I'm dead. Wait, you guys, am I wrong? What is it? I have to look it up. Hold on. Oh my God, I think I just peed my pants. That was so funny. Vampire dance. Who is she performing for? Oh my God. You guys are a riot.
God just didn't want it to happen that way.
Right. I didn't want it to happen that way.
It's not the end of the world.
Right. in the world. Very true. And I'm like, I feel so relieved now because I was worried.
And if you done that because you was worried.
Right.
You know, stress does crazy things to the body.
It does. It
I know you know that.
Yeah. But I went to court.
All right, I'm trying to find out if that was a vampire dance. Okay, so this one, all right, just so that you guys could see the end of this. I was like, what is happening right here? Dancing with the Stars, you guys, what do you think? Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, the reason that I could even whatever right now is because we all have to remember that she is 22-year-old woman. She is not the 11-year-old girl that we saw in the wheelchair. Do you know what I mean? That's eating with the king in the castle. Like I don't know that I just was like when I watched like that I don't know, but I don't know what that dance was either. You guys, I have to be honest, I really don't. It was a little bit much, but I do have another audio. But for some reason, it was supposed to download over here. Unless I do this, hold on, I have an idea. Watch this. You guys could do my cap cut with me. Come along for a cap cut. Create new. Come on. All right, here we go. I have it all like done already. It just, for some reason, when I click on it, it's not adding it. So I'm just going to do a different one with you guys. Vampire dancing in the bathroom. So sexy, isn't it? Oh my God, I literally almost peed myself. Grab that tail bar. Oh my God, I'm dead. Oh my God, could you imagine if that rack broke off you? Stop. I would, oh my God. Could you imagine? You guys, that would have been horrible. All right, is this it? Let's see. I think it is. All right, what can I put on there so that we could watch something while we do it? Here, watch. I'll put this on top. No, not there. Over here. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. All right, that way we have something going on in the background. And then we could look at them right after too. All right, here we go. Round two. And I sped it up a little bit, this one. And this one, I did the same thing. I took out, now you guys, warning. She talks about everything from not being pregnant to like, there's just so much. Just wait, do you say? Just wait. OMG. Hold on. Wait, I didn't have my thing on. I couldn't get it on time. Wait, Birdie. Birdie. Wait, hold on, Birdie. Wait, ready? Where is it? You're going to get your dance because even if you don't want it, I'm all about the dance. All right, come on, dance. Where you at? I know you're right here because I did it last time. All right, hold on. We got this. You guys, I'm so excited. You guys, where did it go? Settings. Let me just try this one thing. And then if not, I'll figure it out. And I will definitely. I am so excited. Anyway, Birdie, thank you so much while I'm trying to find this. I appreciate you so very much. I wanted to see who it was that got these so that we can all thank you. And so that I could welcome everybody here. So our newest people are Sama Rocker. Oh, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Just the Facts, Raven, Julie, and April and November. Welcome, all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are so very generous, and I appreciate you so very, 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 very much. If I figure out before the end of the night how to go back, oh, wait, hold on. I might have found it. I might have found it. Let's see. I think I did. I did. I just have to click it. Hold on. Just taking a second. Come on. No, dummy. Not you, dummies. I'm talking to this. I said not you, dummies. Like, yous aren't dummies. This thing is. I'm sorry. We're getting right back to this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got this, you guys. All right. How about this? How about I don't got this right now and I'm going to figure it out later so that we don't lose people because I'm trying to figure this out. And Bertie, I so appreciate you. You are so very generous. I will definitely figure out how to do this. Maybe while you guys are watching, I'll figure it out. How about that? So here we go. Let me hit play. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let me hit play. Oh, did we miss her say I'm not pregnant? Are you guys seeing it? Let me make sure you're seeing it. Let me make sure no, you're not. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm like looking, I'm like listening. Oh Jesus. Sorry, you guys. I don't know why it wasn't on there. And I like make fun of creators that do that. Not make fun of them. I don't mean that. I don't make fun of people. But you know what I mean. When creators do that, and Cuffy knows what I'm talking about. I'll be like, oh, really? Again? You don't know that it's not showing. But thank God I just noticed it really quick. Here we go. Now let me just add it to the stage. Sorry about that.
15 years maximum. But but most likely I wouldn't get that much time because I didn't do the actual pill or anything. That I was just kind of
Can you hear it?
reading it rather than being the one.
Exactly. But text to his sis, he said something about that. His sister he was talking to.
And it was like
his sister.
What's that?
When he was talking about you.
Oh, okay. Because I know that he was talking to his ex-girlfriend and he was cheating on me, and that he was talking to his best friend about it, and then for me it was I was on I had taken like 2 Ambiens that his mom was giving me her medicine too, and I have a bad reaction to Ambien.
So now she's trying to say that she took 2 Ambiens. Thank you. Who was that? What's happening? Cuff you. Thank you so much. Cuff you's like, I'm going to get that dance. Thank you, Cuff you. You're the best. Thank you. I appreciate you. You guys are so generous to me. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do for me. I could cry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cuff you. Thank you.
I'm not going to hurt nobody's feelings if you want to just leave her where she's.
Now cuff you. sit down, because wait till you hear this, you guys.
You don't try to get life over there because on the video she said she didn't want to be coming back to Louisiana.
I know she wants to get away from Louisiana.
I'll translate real quick because this woman does like mumble a little bit, and I don't know, but what happens is I actually was able to transcribe it yesterday. I don't know what happened. It's going to transcribe it right now for us, but because I think we might need it transcribed. But she pretty much what's happening is this is the sister of Dee Dee. She lives in Louisiana still. That's where Dee Dee's from. Gypsy's confused as to why she doesn't want, why her mom didn't want to go to Louisiana. She's very, very conflicted about that. So she asked the aunt about it a little bit. So then the aunt says that like she's going to say that the mom was trying, so Dee Dee was trying to leave Louisiana because everybody figured her out. And she's like, and Gypsy's going to ask her, like, what do you mean? And she said she doesn't really go into it too much, but she says everybody figures her out. So that's why she left. And I remember in some of the old videos, she said things that I don't know if it was the aunt in particular, but they definitely said something about people finding out about the Dee Dee having factitious disorder, or what they called Munchausen back then. Whoops, I moved her instead of the box. All right, hopefully that'll be bigger. Let's make this a little bit bigger here for us older people. For us older people that can't see as well. Come on. All right, here we go. That should be better. But now it's not center, and that's going to get on my nerves. And it probably is going to get on Army Vet's nerves because I don't know why I feel like you're a symmetrical person. But let's see. Oh, see, I always try to mess with stuff, and then I regret it. Oh, come on. I'll stop messing with you, Paige. Just do it. Here, wait, maybe if I hit back. Come on. You guys. I don't want to exit the page. I don't know what to hit. Should I have just exited page and then just rewind to it? Hold on, let me see if I could save it. It's not going to let me save it, I bet. Oh, why is it always a problem with me, you guys? I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, let's see. Recent projects. Let me see if I could just pull it up again real quick, because if so, I'm just going to exit out of here. Stop sharing, and I'm just going to go to this one because I already have it up again. Here we go. Oh, Miss America. All right, let's try this again. I feel like it's the audio because, oh my gosh, I have so many things transcoding on the side. I just kept downloading stuff earlier. Oh my gosh, you guys. I probably have like many gigs of stuff right now. All right, hold on. I just need them on. And then we're going to listen to this real quick. Well, not real quick. You know what I mean. All right, I'm going to start playing this while I try to fix it. Come on. Where's it at? So annoying. I don't know what's happening. That's so weird. This never happens. Oh, maybe because it didn't exit out of that one yet. Maybe that's why. Let's try this now. Now let me try it and see if it works. Please work. Okay, I got it to work here. Now I just have to get it over there. Sync timeline. Yes, please. Yes, please. Sync timeline. So in this one, you're just going to hear the aunt talk about the mom. She's going to talk a little bit of crap about her. And to the point of, you know, what's interesting here. And this was, so this is the thing. Like I said, when I see things where she's like really like in the wrong, I'm going to say it. But when I see things where I'm like, could that be like a leftover, like not a leftover, like a result of abuse. So I also want to call that out when I say it too, right? So I don't know. I think that we just have to be cognizant of that. Maybe I shouldn't transcribe it because I feel like um, maybe I should just hit captions. I don't know why I always gamble, you guys. Hopefully this plays off. My dad always said the only things in life that you regret are the risks that you didn't take. So you just got to take risks sometimes in life and see what happens. All right, let's see. Oh, I got it to work. Now I just have to see. Now I just have to add it here. Share. Here we go. Share.
Master,
Oh, this is a video of her. This isn't the audio.
it is
But
usually
we
I'm
can see
making
this too.
it
Oh wait, it's going to do that for
because
1 sec.
I made a really, really bad mistake.
I have to switch this, or it's going to. I want to take myself off for 1 second so I get a drink. And I always feel like I'm going to look goofy. So here we go. Back on. All better. So this is, I don't know how old she is here, you guys, but don't make it feel like, because I felt like the first time I watched this, I felt kind of icky because I felt like I was watching a child like talk in this whatever. And I had to keep reminding myself that no, she ain't no child over here. She's like between 20 and 22 years old because that's the relationship starts when she's approximately 20 and it continues until she's like 23-ish.
I didn't check to observant. And for that, I was punished. And to you, or hearing from you, and but that is only part of the punishment. The other part was that I couldn't talk to Nick. And I can't do that. I can't be away from him for very long. So I'm making this video as soon as I could. When I'm away from my soulmate, I can't. It's hard to breathe. I can't think. I can't. And teach me a lesson. It's always about learning lessons. But this one, I know that you are kind and you are wise, Master, but I can't go another day without talking to my.
Now remember, she's telling her aunt or whoever, and we're going to listen to that again next, but she's telling the aunt that she doesn't remember a lot of the stuff because she's taking all kinds of medications. But I don't know that that's what I'm getting here. What are you guys getting? Tell me in the chat.
Please be merciful. Please forgive me. I need you. I need you to forgive me on the tradition again. I know that I make mistakes. I'm human. I know that you're not human. Please try and understand that, yes, you're teaching me, and it takes a time for me to learn. I do try. Better by example. So instead of punishing me or yelling at me, the best way to get through, and someone doing it, the tradition, correctly, and that way I understand, and it comes like second. So if you can do that, I know I can get it right, the ending right, because wait, I don't want this to go off. Okay. Because I'd always maybe not use my manners or like that. Always put passion into it and use a heart and a smiley face. Please before I log off for the day, because that day I'm like, oh, okay, everything's fine, we did the tradition right. Log back on and see that you're not happy, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Attention, give you the smiley face to make up for my mistake, but it was already too late. I don't want us to be like this, where it's this limbo of you being disappointed in me and me being sorry and punished, and I just want everything to go back to how it was, where we're happy and we're content and we love each other and we're all this big lovey-dovey happiness kind of thing. I miss that. Please. Second, without minding, to give him reassurance and to get some in return. But I want to talk to him. I want to, have a full conversation. I don't just want reassurance. I want the pleasure and privilege of being able to talk to him. And when I mean him.
So who is she talking to now? She's talking to, I can't think of the name.
So,
but it's Nick's alter ego.
Please, I am going crazy, and I can't imagine if I had to go another week or two or whatever, or God help me if you ever sentence me to a month. I think I'd go crazy.
Where was her mother? Where was her mother? When I look at pictures, I have pictures of the crime scene and like the house, and it was a nice, beautiful house, but it wasn't huge. Like, where was her mother? How didn't her mother ever see her make these videos?
Please forgive me. Please, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I know that I'm supposed to be this perfect thing in your eyes and in Nick's eyes, but I'm not perfect. I make mistakes.
Oh my gosh, I did not see this one, you guys. And there's just so many things bothering me with this one. And one of the biggest ones, like you guys were saying in chat, like she's at least 20 years old here. So the youngest she could be is 20 years old. And the fact that she's wearing a little house on the prairie, or like, I don't know. Too bad Sarah's not here, because this is literally, Sarah's always talking about like the Amish look. And that's what I'm getting right here. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if she's trying to get across a younger kiddie feel here, but it's like disturbing.
But I learned from them. Please just give me a chance. You and Nick are the only two that believe that I can do anything, teachers. And I need you both very much. So please.
Is that the washer and the dryer in the background? Like, what's happening?
Let me be with my soulmate again. Please. Please, Master.
Someone needs to go fix the dryer and, like, or the washer.
I'll do anything you want.
Rearrange the clothes.
But just don't cut me off. Don't cut me off from my love.
That is the first time I ever saw a tear.
Teach me so much, and it's hard. I like when we're all happy.
I believe that.
You say that this will make me stronger, but right now I'm feeling kind of weak. Maybe later I'll feel stronger, but right now I don't. Because I'm cut off. And I'm sad.
I noticed there's many people in her life where there's like a theme of abandonment. I do notice that. Which is where the tears are probably coming from.
But I know.
So it's the idea of him, not him.
I know the big picture here. I know that the reason why you're doing this is because you want me to be a strong woman. But that's another thing I need to talk to you about. Just want to be me.
Wow.
In my mind, I'm 13. Looking at me, you would probably think it too, but...
OMG, shut the F up. Stop. This, you know what? We were this close, you guys. This is how you know, too, that I've, like, experienced, like, narcissistic abuse at some point in my life that, like, she almost got over on me. And then it just went right back, and I was like, wait, hold on. So I started to feel a little bit because she had the tears come in. And let me tell you something. In the rest of the videos, this is the only video. I have not seen this video. I don't know why. I thought I watched them all. And I must have, I don't know how I didn't see this one. I don't know. But wow, there's just so much here. I just got done saying that I felt like she was trying to make herself look like Little House on the Prairie, like she's a good little girl and she's little. And then she cries here, almost gets me like, oh, and I do believe some of the things she's saying, like two things could be right at the same time. But then she goes into her age. And the fact that she's saying here that she's 18, knowing that she's 20 years old is unfriggin' believable. It just makes you wonder, like, if you could lie about that, what else could you lie about? Do you know what I mean?
I know that.
Wait, hold on, I just want to back that up a tiny bit. That was crazy.
I'm 13. Looking at me, you would probably think it too, but I know that my biological age is 18. But what happens when I'm 25?
Yeah, because you're almost there. That's why she's worried.
And I'm still in the mindset of a 13-year-old. I'll be completely out there honest with you. I have a doll collection. I still play with Barbies.
So do I. Who cares? I'm
No,
47. I play with my niece.
I just play with their hair. Because I like
That's normal.
braiding their hair. Mona is the one that is the more sexually drived one.
What? So, how I don't know, creative? I don't know. How not creative is she? Demona? What?
And therefore most fun for you. The best way I can describe me is yes, I'm your slave. Yes, I'm also kind of like your daughter.
What is happening? I can't. This is like a straight reaction video. What? I'm like,
Because if you think about it, I'm not really a woman. Not in my mind. Simone is. That's why I'm so happy to be with Nick, because he's like me. And we understand each other. And we don't judge.
wow. Gaslighting.
I guess what I'm asking you is, can I be both a child and a woman?
No, not when you're 25.
At the same time?
I was just kidding. You can. So if you're out there and you're like 22 years old, you absolutely. But I think it's different. I don't think it's like a child in the sense of being 13. No, that's abnormal. However, I have a daughter that's 22 and she's in that age right now where, she wants to be a grown up and stuff most of the time. But then every now and then, like, I guess it's fun to still, depend on me and stuff like that for a ride here or there, like stuff like that, which I think should last, she'll always be my daughter, right? But I do think that there is something, she's more on the next side of like being more adult, but a lot of people are stuck in that time. So I don't think that that's abnormal. What's abnormal is that she put ages on this. And by doing so, she's manipulating and she's gaslighting and she's using the fact that he has a childlike inside because he's autistic. She's using that, saying, you're just like me, Nick. Like we're just alike. Like we understand each other. We're each other's soulmates. Like I can understand you just like only you can understand me. And that's what makes this not only dysfunctional, but diabolically, like almost like a shared delusion. A delusion's a false belief. So sure, you could call it that, but not delusion in the sense of like hallucination and delusion. I just mean like delusional or manipulative, right?
But I can want me to learn. And I hope that I can improve. And I will improve. And I know you want me to be
I did see the
the
future
best
daughter.
that I could be. You want me to be observant, respectful, kind, obedient, submissive, and confident. After hearing that Nick adores all of me, even if I get a little fat sometimes, even though I'm not fat, I'm just not stick thin. So, and which I'm glad to know that that's not what he wants, because I probably could never achieve. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is,
Yeah, what are you trying to?
I am dedicated to you and Nick and all of my soulmate, and I will learn from all of you, especially you, Master.
You said all of my
And I will
soulmates.
learn the lessons that you want me to learn, even if it's the hard way. I love and adore you. That I earn forgiveness through this video, and I hope that I please you for disappointing you so much. I will get better. So,
Girl, bye.
And one last thing before you have made such an incredible. Before I didn't have very much discipline. That's why. But now that I have you in my life.
Oh my gosh, you guys, Maya Angelou, when someone tells you about yourself, when someone tells you about themselves, believe them. When someone shows you about themselves, believe them. She's literally telling us here that she's gotten away with things in the past because she lacked discipline. I totally believe that. Like, that's what I mean by like two things could be right at the same time. There's so much through here that I feel like I'm picking up on that's so manipulative and gaslighting-ish and stuff like that. And then there's like a string of like truth. But isn't that what someone who's manipulating does? They use like a string of truth so that it makes it harder to see it as outright manipulative in the moment.
I kind of got away with a lot of stuff. But now that I have you in my life, I feel like I'm a good master. Even though sometimes I think that you're being a little too hard on me, I know that it's for a good reason. Your trying that is very rare in women these days. And I understand that.
Us.
That's why I want to do everything I can to make you proud. And I plan on doing that. And I want you to know that you are a very big part of my life. Perfect woman for Nick. And the perfect slave as well. I wouldn't be a very good woman for Nick, now would I? I wouldn't know discipline. So, well, I think I should be proud to call you Thank you, my master. My amazing and you never cease to amaze me with how smart and wise you are. You make me.
I thought it was soulmates.
So, from the other video, the video that I just made.
Correct me.
But this is a little director's cut. So I hope that you like the directors. I hope that I love it.
And there's so much wrong with that. I don't even know where to go with that. You guys, what is happening? What did I just do? What was that? Like, what is happening? I'm so confused. Hi, Misbehaving. Hi, April. Hi, Little Mama. Explorer Core. April. Lucy J still here. Harlot Cuff You. I saw Truth. I almost just called Truth by her real name. Whew. If I ever do that to anybody by accident, I don't, it's not something I do. But if I ever did do that, just don't answer because nobody would even know if the person isn't like, oh, well, thanks. You know what I mean? So if your name's like Tommy and I'm like, hey, Tom, and you're like, what the heck? Just don't say nothing and nobody will know. I don't think it excuses anything. Okay, so let's talk about it. Yes, guys, keep subbing, please, because I lost like 6 subs in the past week and I don't know why. So if you could sub up, I would so appreciate it. You have no idea. But let's keep talking about this right now. So we still have people coming in. Welcome in, everybody. So one of the things, just in case you're here, hi Solo, just in case you're just coming in, you know, recently, one of the things that I said to chat, I really started to deep dive this like 2 o'clock in the morning last night, but I stayed up like all night and did it. Why wasn't that one that long? Guess what I did? Excuse me, April. Miss April became a member of our amazing, amazing family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you guys. You guys are so good to me. That was so super. I'm so super grateful. That was so good. Vintage. What's happening right now? You guys, what the actual? So, oh my God, I don't even know where to start with thanking people. Oh my God, I don't know what's happening right now. April, thank you. Laura, thank you. Laura, Vintage Hooker, you received the gift. April, oh my God, thank you. Hello. I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm going to go through each one of these, I promise. Explore Core sent one. Explore Core, stop. Cindy's another new member. For the love of Cassidy, just subscribe. What are you doing to me right now? What are you doing to me? What is happening? What is happening? Explore Core, thank you. Oh my God, you guys, I don't know. But guess what I did? So in the very, very beginning, I felt bad because I had my camera off. And wait, who was the first one who was the very first one? Or the one that because there was a couple. Oh no, Cuff You. I was able to dance for you. What? What? You guys, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. I just want you to subscribe. Like, oh my God. So I can't even get my thing out because you guys are like killing me. Oh, Thor, you're just going to have to wait, buddy. Oh my God. You guys, who was the first person? Because I definitely, you guys don't know in chat, who was the very first person? Someone, I'll figure it out. And I like stopped everything to try to find the thing. Wait, let's see. Oh, I'm going to keep dancing. Don't you worry, because wait till you see. Oh yeah, Thor's like, she's not paying attention to me. She looks too happy. Let me cut that out for her. Let me stop that real quick. Oh my gosh, why can't I get back to it, you guys? It was right before Cuff You. I'm getting there. I know I am. It was, you guys, it like disappeared on me, and I know if I see it, I'll know who it is. Does anybody remember who it was? Oh my God. It was, oh, this is going to bother me. I had it here the whole time, but I just have ADD. I'll find it. But anyway, my point is that Birdie gifted a membership. It was Birdie. Birdie, was you earlier, wasn't it? I think it was Birdie. So Birdie. And I didn't have the music. I'm like, I know if I said. No, listen here, girl. I had this all set up because what I did was I wanted to find that music, and I'm like, I'm never going to find that music. So I was like, what can I do? So I went on my phone and I went back in the live, but I just got so excited on all this stuff that I must have hit play. And now I lost it on here, Birdie. Why is it messing with me? I had it up to where I had it so I could put the thing on and you guys could hear the dancing part. But I will find it again because we're going to be watching other stuff. But Birdie, thank you for everything. You guys, thank you for everything. I really don't know what, wow. You guys, I literally had like a moment tonight where I really rethought, like, I almost took that other class tonight, you guys. Like, I'm really going to cry. And I'm so glad that I didn't. Thank you. I'm so appreciative. Okay, let me share something else. Thank you for being so generous, everyone. So let's go back to the videos. I was like, let's go to the videos. Wait, do you guys see what I've landed on? All right, let me share this with you. I have on, wait, you guys, do you know that I wear waterproof mascara because I cry over everything? And I've always been this way. It's not like menopause, like the other things that it probably is menopause. But this one, I think it's just, I've always been very appreciative. So over here, you guys, Gypsy, she decides that she's going to do this dance for Nick. And this is another dance. This one isn't, does anybody know about the vampire dance, if that was real or did I make that up?